Simon is going to be over the moon with this win of Kablamo.
And one of the other owners is a former great rugby player, Alan Cardy, who played with Simon, and he's the managing part owner. In Sydney, this horse has strung together a lot of wins, but was thought that he didn't like heavy tracks. He won a race at Randwick on a slow track. He's back here to a good track, and he really showed his best, and I'm sure the owners would be absolutely jubilant.
Here he is about to tackle Kane Smitzer. Officially third, by the way, is My Jabril 13. But he got under our guard a bit, Kablamo. He's just kept on improving all through. He's been up for a long time and keeps on improving.
I thought they were just a little bit too good for him today, but he proved me wrong, and he's beaten the favourite by about a half length on the line, and a very good ride by young Craig Newitt. And you should remember the trainer, Danny Williams. He trains a private setup at Goulburn, and he's absolute first-rate horseman.
Only time has been beaten in those 8 starts. It was 3 wide nearly all the way at Randwick over 1,600. This is a very, very promising 4-year-old by Marauding. And, well, great win for Kablamo. Craig Newitt again, so it's a double for Craig. And John Letts, he's ridden in the Cup today and he's ridden a double. That's not a bad day's work.
It's a good day's work, Bruce, too. And Craig said he just picked up the ride today on Kablamo. He's won 8 races this horse now. Craig, have you ridden him before?
No, I've never sat on his back.
And the trainer, Danny Williams, trained the winner of the main race just for an hour or so ago at Randwick. So he's had a 2-state double.
Yeah, that's it. He's had a 2-state double. He goes pretty good.
And you sat in the 1 out, 1 back, Craig?
Yeah, we jumped. We went roll forward. There was enough speed on us for us to just settle in behind him. And he was just probably too good on the day.
It's a pretty good effort for a horse to win like 50% of his races, isn't it? So this horse looks like he could go on a bit.
He is. He's pretty smart, this horse. Like you said, he won 50% of his races, so he goes all right.
Well done, and getting a winner on Cup Day too, Craig.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Craig Newitt out with John Letts, and here is the winning trainer. Danny, congratulations. It's hard enough to win 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row. What an effort.
Yes, unbelievable. I'm over the moon, over the moon.
Set the horse for this race a long time ago?
Oh, no, we didn't, to be honest. 2 weeks ago, we were off to Dubbo, to be honest.
Off to Dubbo?
Yes, Dubbo, New South Wales.
And so why are you at Flemington if you were off to Dubbo?
Oh, well, it just come at the right time. The horse has been going well, and that was his 5th run this time in, and it looked a good race. So we thought, oh, well, we may as well go for it.
Sometimes the fickle finger of fate looks after you.
Oh, yes, for sure. Actually, we won this exact race, not so much the Hong Kong trophy, but the pivot handicap with normal practice, the identical race after the Cup. So maybe it might be an omen.
A win at Dubbo would have been nice. A win at Flemington on Cup Day is sensational. Danny Williams, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Off to Dubbo, eh? Well, they're not off to Dubbo here. It's Flemington. Scratch from Nowra last Sunday, this horse.
He would have given him a bit of swish at Nowra, Bruce, wouldn't he?
Oh, gee, he could be a real racehorse. I mean, he is a real racehorse when you win 7 out of 8 and 5 straight, but this race has been a good guide in the past.
Look, he's a winner, this horse. I just thought he was jumping a little bit too high today, but when they win, you don't know what their limit is.
Smiles everywhere with Kablamo. Speaking of smiles, Jason Dunstall continues to make people happy.
Now, kind sir, I noticed you just purchased yourself a Melbourne Cup pin, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Well, I'm sure you're also aware that the proceeds all go to Camp Colleen. Because you've been good enough to support such a worthy cause, we're going to toss a little bone your way. How about 3 months' worth of Tui's New? How does that sound?
That'd be fantastic. That'd be
something you can put to good use?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. And if you're sitting at home, don't fret, because you can be a winner too. All you have to do is make a donation to the Camp Quality Tui's New Melbourne Cup Appeal. The number is 1300 662 267. And our home viewer winner for this hour, well, from good old Tasmania, Raymond Smith.
We're at My Fashions on the field, and now we're talking dresses. Now, the sun is out, so obviously there are far more dresses than there were on Saturday when it was a little bit suiting. And so we've got Leona Edmondson with us, who is a judge, and you can tell us if there's any theme to today's fashion you're seeing.
Well, there's a lot more colour, which is beautiful because it's such a lovely sunny day. And it's a lot more flirty and feminine, chiffon and layers and all of that kind of thing. And the hats are gorgeous, and so it's a lot more, you know, fantasy driven, I guess.
And you would know because you're the dress queen. That's all you really do, isn't it?
I do. Yeah, that's right. I love frocks, and you know, on a race day, frocks are the thing. Forget the suits.
That's right. Let's forget the suits. So we're going to find out when the grand final is on Oaks Day who the winner is.
Looking forward to that. Now, it's correct weight after the Hong Kong Jockey Club plate. 3/4 length by half, 148.9 the time. Kablamo 14.80 and 4:20. Kane Smite's a good run, 220. My Jabril running home well, 320. The Quinella, 31.90. Trifecta, $804. And the Exacta, $98.80. Down to the presentation with Jim Wilson.
Ladies and gentlemen, assisting with our presentation for Race 8, the Hong Kong Jockey Club Plate, is Mr Peter Barnett, Vice Chairman of the Victoria Racing Club. And to say a few words, Mr Ronald Arculi, who is the Chairman of the Hong Kong Jockey Club, to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. What a fantastic day. To be a winning owner today on Melbourne Cup Day is really very special. And the Hong Kong Jockey Club is absolutely thrilled to be associated with Melbourne Cup Day. We've done it for a little while, but we're still learning. So we've got some ways to go before we are able to sort of produce the sort of atmosphere and the glamour and the hats that are so famous on Melbourne Cup Day. Of course, Melbourne Cup is being broadcasted, or was broadcasted, simulcast to Hong Kong. And we have a fairly active Australian community in Hong Kong. And you won't believe it because it's during lunchtime. And we have night racing tonight, and they're going to celebrate until early part of the evening. Now, I don't want to detain you too much. And I'd like to introduce the winning owner, Mr. Alan Cardy, and present him the trophy.
Cab Lavo winning, so some real rugby connection there. Simon Poitevin and others have played for Australia. And good win by Cab Lavo. He's won his last 5, 7 of his last 8. Simon Marshall rejoins us. Simon, you spoke to a lot of the jockeys after the race. We saw those interviews. Glenn Boss, it was just about the perfect ride, I think, don't you?
A dream come true there for Bossy. Look, going out of the straight the first time, you wanted to be on her. She had perfect cover. Zagalia, I thought, brought them into the race perfectly. Went a little early. Chris Muntz, I just spoke with Clary's wife there, Marie, and they're just not 100% happy with Chris, but enabled Glenn to get a clear run through on the inside. His timing was perfect, Bruce. By the time he straightened up and went 20 strides into the straight, he knew he had it won. And the second horse was Game in Defeat, and Jardine's Lookout ran fantastic. But all accolades to the winner. Only this mare's 14th start. What a training performance from David Hall. And I must say, all the Hall family are here, mate. And
that's great.
Fantastic. Yep.
That's great. And the totes now on the next race, the Feltex Carpets Plate. This is down the straight, super impressive at $12. Lewinsky, 7. Sechuckle, $23. Now, Applicant is short at $4.20. Lots of scratchings around that. Karamazoo a chance at 14. Reinhardt, good straight horse, 7. ACDC in very consistent form at 7. And then we go down to Wyndham Glory, Milkshake, Youthful, all sort of with a chance. Cool Trend in the market at 11. Samden at $41 for John Hawkes over the page. And Bancheri with a bit of a chance. He's had a lot of leg problems. And down to Achieved at $54. Let's join Pat Welsh. So at the moment, Pat, pretty wide betting race. Have they found a favourite out there?
Yes, Applicant's the favourite, but you can do a little bit better than that. I think we've opened it up just a little short with the bookmakers here. Starting from the top, super impressive, just into the double figure odds. Lewinsky's been solid, and I think it'll be solid right the way through betting. These scratchings are throwing the betting into chaos a little bit. Applicant, I think we'll get out to about the 380 mark at this stage, and we'll probably hold down favourite. Reinhardt, a little bit of a quiet tip about Reinhardt, and it wouldn't surprise me if we see a little bit shorter than the $7 Reinhardt. ACDC, I'm giving $6 at the moment. And then there's chances down the bottom of the market as well. Youthful and Cool Trent are well in commission as well. But not a lot of betting at the moment. A few of the crowds have stayed in the bars after the Melbourne Cup. Some have gone home. But we'll have some money coming into the ring very shortly. But at this stage, Applicant the favourite.
You mentioned crowds, Pat. What about this for a result? In fact, Simon, you tipped this earlier today that we could break the record. It is the all-time record for a Melbourne Cup today. 122,736. Boy, what a result.
Absolutely fantastic, Bruce. And what atmosphere. There was 2 horses to walk up to the gates prior to the Melbourne Cup starting, and they started cheering then. You just knew the atmosphere going out of the straight the first time was going to be one never to forget. And that's how it was.
You're a good judge of crowds. Are you a good judge of horses?
I'm sitting next to a good judge, yeah, I hope so.
Peter Donegan reckons at Bancheri. Well, there's a roughie down the bottom. Dr. Turf, ACDC, King Calendar, super impressive. Do you think they'll come to the outside here?
I think they will, Bruce. They set the precedent there early. Although the fence is still racing beautiful. A lot of the jockeys are talking about probably 3 to 4 horses off the inside fence at the moment, so just look for that.
Joanna Griggs is having a wow of a time today. She's really enjoying herself down in the marquee.
I'm down here in the 7 Network marquee with Sophie Camelli, who's the advertising of Dr. Lewin products. And Dr. Lewin products probably better known for people in the marquees and watching at home as cosmetics, but in actual fact, they're actually the front runners in some new technology as far as breast cancer research. Tell us all about it, Sophie.
That's right, Joanna. We're proud to be associated with the LIV Foundation in conjunction with Olivia Newton-John. Yeah. We are very proud to be part of the LIV Foundation. It's a breast cancer research foundation. We have a kit that we are selling now to women to help. It's an aid for breast cancer research. We're so proud to be associated, and we're really happy to be part of the LIV Foundation.
Well, basically with these test kits, they're self-detection kits for early detection of breast cancer. Now, breast cancer affects 1 in 4 Australian women, so fantastic to see a company out there showing the rest of the world how to do it. So congratulations.
Thank you, Joanna. We are proud, and as I said, Olivia Newton-John is our spokesperson, and who better to be a part of the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
Thanks, Sophie.
Thank you, Joanna.
Here we are with Nikki and Paris in the 7 tent. Now, girls, what are you more into, the clothes or the horses?
The clothes. The food and the clothes.
Wonder, I didn't think they were going to say that. I thought they were going to say the horses. Not. So, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing Rebecca Davies.
No, Rebecca. Her label's Bear. She's got Bear and Becky Davies.
Oh, yeah? But nice. I've been wearing all of your stuff all week.
We've done well. We've had 2 outfits, so we can't expect a third. And is this one of yours, madam?
Yes, I designed this.
So you're a fashion designer too?
Yep. Underground.
When are you going to get your label out there?
I don't know. For right now, I'm just doing it because I don't like wearing the same thing everyone else does. Like today, someone was wearing the same dress as Nikki, so I hate when that happens.
The Hilton sisters there making a real mark at this Melbourne Cup Carnival. How did you go with the punt today? Did you back the winner, Maccabi Diva? Well, let's settle back and relook at the 2003 Tui's New Melbourne Cup.
The field is set for the Cup. They're racing immediately. Marmul began okay, so did Jardines Lookout and County Tyrone. Frightening jump well, so did Fantastic in the early stages, and Ain't Seen Nothing's going across the field with Zagalia from the outside barrier driving towards the front runners as they settle into stride. Turmeric and Mill Street is also joining in up on the outside of these leading bunch of horses as they've settled into stride. Now let's see, towards the end of the field, Holy Orders went right back there with Piace. They come down the straight the first time, and from barrier 24, Zagalia crossed over and had the lead against the fence in front of Mamul up in second placing. On the outside is Mill Street about to go around at stablemate, and then Frightening tucked in on the rails, followed then by Shapana. County Tyrone on the outside, followed by Farwas. Half a length away to Ain't Seen Nothing, and then came Fantastic, followed by Bulbard. A length and a half Devon on the inside from Turmeric. 2 lengths Maccabi Diva. She's being followed then by Big Pat as they leave the straight, and then Hugs Dancer. She's Archie on the rail, followed by Jardines Lookout and Yakama. And then came Grey Song, Mr. Prudent, Distinctly Secret. Holy Orders second last, and Piace is last of all. Inside the 2,000 metres, and Mill Street strides out now. And he goes away by 3 lengths. Zagalia, 2.5 lengths away is Mamul third. Frightening fourth on the inside, and then came Shapana fifth. Closely being followed by County Tyrone, a length to Farwas. 3/4 to Ain't Seen Nothing, followed by Fantastic. There's Hugs Dancer, off and running at the 1,700 metres, being followed then at the head of the other horses by Bulbard. And Jardines Lookout is also taking off mid-race. They're followed by Devon and Turmeric, a length and a half further back in the field, Maccabi Diva. And then came Big Pat on the inside. 1.5 further back is Yakama, being followed out towards the 1,400 metres then by She's Archie, and then came Grey Song, a length and a half to Mr. Prudent. He's followed by Distinctly Secret. Holy Orders next to last, and last on the outside, Piace. At the 1,200 metres, and Mill Street made play in the Cup. He's out by 4 lengths. Zagalia second, Marmul 2 lengths away third, followed by Frightening. Hugs Dancers moved up to fifth, the outside from County Tyrone Shapana. Then came Jardines Lookout, a length to Ain't Seen Nothing. Farwas, and then Bulbard, trailed by Fantastic. 1.5 further back is Turmeric, and then came Devon. Maccabi Diva 15 at least from the leader, trailed by She's Archie, and they were followed then by Mr. Prudent and Grey Song. Well back is Big Pat and Yakama as they came to the turn, and then came Piaget. Holy Orders drops out last. They're on the bend at the 600 metres now, and Mill Street the leader. Out after it, Zagalia, frightening, and Hugs Dancer joins in 4 wide. Just behind them is Mamool as they corner from County Tyrone, and then Jardines look out. Here comes Greysong down the outside, and Yakama the widest runner. Zagalia at the 300, frightening with Mackay Diva going for a run. She's finishing hard, and wider out now. Pentastic is joining in, and She's Archie runs on, but Mackay Diva shot away. She's out by 2 lengths to She's Archie. Pentastic and Zagalia. Mackay Diva in front. She's Archie tries hard, but Mackay Diva wins the cup. She's Archie second. Photo third, either Pentastical. Jardines look out with close up on the inside Zagalia, and they were trailed further back by Distinctly Secret and Greysong from Yakama, Mr. Prudent, and then Hugs Dancer. Further back is Frightening, and then came Big Pat, County Tyrone, Holy Orders, Ain't Seen Nothing Devon, for was Piaget, Turmeric. Well back is Bulbard, followed further back by Sharpeter, and Mill Street is second last. Mamool has finished last in the cup. Mackay Diva has won the Melbourne Cup.
Great call by Greg Miles. You see the joy overflowing with Glenn Boss. 9, 10 and 370 Mackay Diva. She's Archie 13.70. Jardines look out $11.70. The Quinella 2.45. The trifecta. Look at it in Queensland, South Australia and Darwin. 21,000 and 13,000 in Victoria. 12,000 in New South Wales. The exacta $277.90. Now the running order. Mackay Diva winning. She's Archie, the real surprise pack at second. Jardines look out a super run third. Fantastic. So in the top 5 in the last 2 Melbourne Cups. Zagalia, watch for her next year. She looks to have 1 more year in her. Greysong's probably had his chance. He ran well. Distinctly Secret, top 7 2 years in a row. Yakama, good run, 8th. 9 and 10 also get $90,000. Hugs Dancer pays for his trip. Big Pat, well, that was a bonus after winning the Saab. They've collected $250,000 in the last 3 days. Then those that missed out, Frightening will be better horses, Shane Dye said, next year. Mr. Prudent, he won't be back at 10. Ain't Seen Nothing, just didn't quite get the trip. Turmeric, County Tyrone's had 2 chances. Bulbard, that was his day today. Holy Orders, well, didn't do it. Farwaz, Devon, Piaget, Godolphin, will they come back? Of course they will. They're fighters and they've got the wherewithal to keep coming, but 21 and 23 is a real blow to them, but not to Glenn Boss. As I said, it was joy overflowing as he was pulling this mare up, and it continued as he brought the horse back into the mounting yard. It's his day. It's the ultimate prize. It doesn't get any bigger or better than that for a jockey in Australia. Wonderful scenes there for Glenn. As we come into the yard for the Feltex Carpets Plate, the second last today, 1,200 metres, $85,000 sprint. Let's concentrate on a few of the favourites. Lewinsky, big win at Maui first up, drifted from even money to 3-1 that day, was first up for 239 days, has run very well up the straight in the past.
Yeah, Noel Callow rode this horse beautifully last start. Shows a lot of fight too from the Mick Price stable. Has trained this horse to the minute and placed beautifully, I thought, in this race.
Applicant is probably going to run favourite number 6, the Lloyd Williams owned horse. His last 5 starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds. It's back from 1,600 and 1,400, but this might be its best distance. Ran second to Dan Turner up the straight last year.
Yes, had an apprentice jockey on last start, Bruce. Pulled too hard early, but fought back. It was a game run to run second here at Flemington last start. Brett Preble aboard today, big change.
So second on Cup Day last year to the very good Dan Turner. So that's Applicant. Now 11 is ACDC. Last win was in August 2002, but has been placed in 5 of its last 6 starts.
Yeah, drawn the right side, I think 15, Bruce. Has good form at this distance, loves the distance. And Roger James always turns his horses out beautifully well as it's walking around. Got the nose roll on, obviously got to keep its head down and keep it concentrating. Has the ability, but needs to lift.
Simon, super impressive, number 1. He's an old-timer. He's an 8-year-old Zabul. He ran 3rd in the Newmarket behind Belle de Jour and Bel Esprit. He's won the Standish Handicap, which is the big sprint on New Year's Day. Loves the straight. He's got a whack of weight. It's a welter, but he has got 60.
I'd love Lee to win a race on Melbourne Cup Day today, mate, after the bad luck he's had in the last week. But look, he's a quality horse. He's a big lump of a horse, as you see him walking around there. He'll carry 60 kilos. Paddy Payne has only got a small saddle on his back, which will help him. He'll carry no dead weight, but he needs to lift.
So that's super impressive. Here's Karamazoo now. This horse also ran in the Newmarket Handicap. He was beaten less than 6 lengths. He ran 9th. He beat North Boy one day at Caulfield over 1400. Loves a dry track. Must be a chance.
Goes good second up too, Bruce the Grey. And Scotty Seymour aboard. Gee, he's second in the Cup. He looked like he was going to win it. He's riding in fine form, but has the ability, this horse, to turn it around. I'm going to put this horse on top, number 9, Karamazoo.
And Reinhardt, number 10. Now, this is a straight track specialist in a way. His form at Flemington won twice in May and July. Good run in the Gilgai a couple of starts ago, and then not bad at Moonee Valley, went 5th behind Green Pick.
Finished it off okay, Bruce. A lot fitter now, primed to the minute. Obviously needed the run at the Valley. Looks tightened up today. Chrissy Munster ride, another good chance in the race.
So they're the principal chances in the Feltex Carpets Plate. Simon's tipping Karamazoo. Well, Joanna Griggs has been with a couple of tipsters today, some celebrities, and they've been... Let's find out how they've been doing.
There is so much excitement down here in the 7 Network Marquee, not because it's just a sensational day with beautiful weather, but because Jackie Cooper, Tom Williams and I have managed to raise $3,065 as part of our Lavazza celebrity tip. So we hope that you followed us. Well, we hope you followed Jackie Cooper, who's, I think yours paid $19 in the first race.
I contributed a lot, and so did you.
Yeah, mine paid about $9.10.
Tom's had a bit of a shocker, unfortunately. I'm sorry if I've given you a few bad tips, but look, we've had a great day and we've raised some good money, so it's been good.
We certainly have. Just to repeat, $3,065 going to the kids from Camp Quality. A huge thank you to Lavazza for their incredible generosity. A big hello also to, we've got a whole bunch of people who are watching at Subiaco Over, who are watching the entire coverage. So a big hi to you. We hope that you followed the good tips.
And we hope hello to my mum.
And a hello to Jackie's mum. And we'll see you back here on Oaks Day for more Lavazza celebrity tips.
So from one contest as it is to another as the sprinters make their way up the long Flemington Straight. And the Feltex Carpets Plate. Applicant the favourite here as we check the tote. Super impressive. It's tightened up a bit at $10. Lewinsky out a bit to $8.50. Sir Chuckle was in fabulous form earlier this year, but seems to have lost all form, Simon.
Yeah, he goes well at Flemington's going to help him, Bruce, but he needs to lift.
Deprave and To Be Fair, who ran here on Saturday's scratch. There's Applicant, so he's got out a bit. He's getting out to about 4 to 1.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Look, it's a very tough field. A lot of these need to lift in terms of form, and with a top weight of super impressive at 60, you know, it's hard to pick them on weight too. A couple of them carrying weight and they need to lift on form.
4 scratchings in total. Karamazoo tightening up a bit at 12.20.
Yeah, that's the grey in the picture there. I reckon he'll run super, Bruce.
We've got a new favourite down in the ring. Paddy, tell us what's happening.
Well, you reverse the tote odds about AC/DC and Applicant and you'll get basically what has happened in the ring. Applicant has been without a friend. It's drifted 3.5 points here in the ring, and AC/DC has been very solid indeed. Got out to almost double each way odds and has firmed right up again. AC/DC will start the favourite. If you're looking for an outsider, Cool Trent has been very solid, firmed up a point.
OK, so a bit of activity there, and Applicant, Lloyd Williams, big betting stable often, but no money today for Applicant. Not on this track anyway.
Yeah, by Anabar, Bruce. Lovely type of horse. Does have the ability, but interesting, no money. Lloyd loves to have a bet Melbourne Cup Day.
He does. Just about set here. Greg Miles rejoins us after Brian's call in the last. Greg had a fantastic call in the Melbourne Cup as he joins us for race number 9.
Karamazoo takes the outside gate. So they're all in. They're racing. Karamazoo began well. Applicant seemed to just knuckle a little at the start alongside him. Milkshake was away well, and so is Lewinsky and Wyndham Glory. And Reinhardt is coming across this way as well, and Youthful not far away in the green colours. And it's a caller's delight. They've all crossed to the grandstand side. Sir Chuckle coming up the middle of the track there with Achieved, and Bankieri isn't far away from them. Coming past the 800-metre mark now. Wyndham Glory is the leader. Lewinsky right behind it on the rails, and Reinhardt is prominent in the red and white colours. Super Impressive is up there as well in the black blinkers. The baldy-faced Bankieri is a little wider out from him, and AC/DC's tracking up behind these. Then Cool Trent, Achieved, and Sir Chuckle not too far off the leading bunch up the middle of the track. Samden is well back, and so is Milkshake. Applicants trying to search for a run through. Karamazoo, one of the last on the outside rail, but only about 4 lengths would cover the lot of them. Coming to the 200, Sir Chuckle over in the middle of the track has raced up with Super Impressive. They go to the lead now from Wyndham Glory. AC/DC and Youthful gets a run through now in the last 50 metres. Super Impressive and Youthful come down to the line together. Super Impressive, Youthful, a nose to Super Impressive. Milkshake third, and close up on the other side then was Cool Tret, and they were followed closely by Lewinsky, AC/DC, Bankiri Applicant. Sir Chuckle, Samden and Achieved, and further back in the field then Wyndham Glory and Reinhardt and Karamazoo, one of the last in.
Tony Noonan with Youthful, and he had Abdullah on Saturday, and this horse with the run there, Super Impressive, who's just missed out by the look of it. Youthful coming with a very strong run, able just to get to Super Impressive. It was a great go in the straight. Super Impressive just looked like he might get there. This grand old horse, there he is, and Youthful's might not be able to, it's right in behind him. 13's run third, by the way, and that was Milkshake. But here's Youthful about to go up to Super Impressive. Karamazoo on the left just could never get out in the pink and the grey horse, but Youthful, good run first up at Rose Hill, and then no luck last start since it's changed stables. Nash Rawiller, the jockey, and up it just gets, as Greg called it. There's the photo. Lee Friedman just missing out. Tony Noonan having a terrific spring carnival, and a Milkshake into third placing. So 14-1, 13. There'll be a bit of value here.
Just to pull in the weights there too, Bruce Super Elegant carrying the 60 kilos and Youthful carrying the 55. 5 kilo difference just made the difference in the last 30 metres. Super run by Super Impressive though. He's got a great straight record. Lee Friedman turned him out in fine style. He was obviously fit enough, but Youthful just too good. Tony Noonan and the combination of Nash Rawiller once again.
Well, here's Nash, and he's with John Letts.
Gee, we've got Glenn Boss with David Hall. We've got Nash Rawiller with Tony Noonan. Gee, what a combination. 2 days of the carnival gone. You've won one of the feature races. Well, on both days, Nash, now.
Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Look, nothing gives you more pleasure than sort of being part of the team, and when it all comes together, it just makes it more special.
Yeah, now Youthful, he's a horse down from Sydney. Tony's just recently acquired the horse, but gee, he looks like he's an impressive horse on the way through, because the horse you beat, Super Impressive, one of our better horses here, but he put him away, didn't he?
Yeah, actually, I think Glenn Boss is riding him a bit of track work up in Sydney, and he said the horse is flying. He didn't have much luck up there. And we thought he'd be pretty competitive today.
It's a pretty good effort, though. First up in a straight run, isn't it, for a Sydney horse to come down and win like that?
Yeah, no, he's had a run under his belt, but he's had to come down here and sort of settle in. And I rode him track work one day last week, and he felt good. So
terrific, Nash, and congratulations, ridden a double. So you're having a great carnival.
Thanks a lot, Johnny.
Nash Rawiller chatting with John Letts, and here's the bloke who's got more lipstick than some of the girls here at Flemington. What's going on there?
I'm a cross-dresser, Pete.
Hey, this is becoming a habit. Derby Day, Cup Day now. It's a nice habit to get into.
It's a terrific habit. Great thrill of this horse. Lucky enough to get the horse. We're up in Brisbane with a team of horses, and got to know the owners very well. And Mick Robins, who's my foreman, Pete, who trained Rain Lover.
Yeah.
He was up there with the horse and encouraged the owners to send me the horse. And the horse was very unlucky in Sydney when we had him up there, and he's just thrived since he's been down here, so it was a great thrill.
Can't keep a good man down with Mick 35 years ago, the first of his Melbourne Cups.
Well, we just said travelling here this morning, he won 2 Melbourne Cups. I hadn't won a race on Cup Day, so it's a great thrill to do so.
Congratulations, Tony Noonan, and get that lipstick on.
Good on you, thanks, Pete.
Thanks, mate.
Tony's very good. Abdullah won the L'Oreal Paris on Saturday. Nash Rawiller, he rode a Wintercox Plate day, rode Abdullah Saturday, won a protest today where he moved up from 3rd to 2nd in the opening event and has won here. So he's having a very successful spring.
Great memories. Tony Noonan, he was a school teacher, Bruce. He was a school teacher teaching the kids his love, his passion with the horses. He decided to give all that up and just try training horses one day because he'd be a lot more at peace, and here he is training.